on former President Trump's newly announced running mate, J.D. Vance. We're going to turn to NewsNation's Alina Shirazi in Washington, D.C. So, Alina, Democrats are certainly going to be rolling the tape from previous interviews in years past, where Vance was a very outspoken critic of the former president. What else do we know about Senator Vance?
They've been rolling the tape. Anna, good morning to you. We know it's an enemies to allies storyline here, really. Prior to running for office, Vance, he called Trump a terrible candidate. He also called him America's Hitler. He even called Trump's voters idiots. But by 2020, he was established as a hardcore Trump supporter, and now he's Trump's official vice presidential pick. We know Vance is a Marine Corps veteran turned venture capitalist who sprung onto the national scene with his 2016 memoir reflecting on his upbringing in Middletown, Ohio, as well as his family in Appalachian, Kentucky. We know he was elected to the Senate back in 2020 on the back of President Trump's endorsement in the Republican Party, the 45th president even comparing Vance's pro-Trump turnaround to North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. We know Vance was one of a few of Trump's potential running mates that stood by his side in a New York courthouse when one of Trump's trials was happening. And on Capitol Hill, Vance, we know, has been a strong opponent of foreign aid, voting no to send more aid to Ukraine. Vance has also held controversial opinions about abortion and even divorce, campaigning on banning abortion, even in cases of rape or incest, but now saying he opposes a national ban on abortion, saying it should be left up to the states. We know the Trump campaign putting out this statement fresh off of that announcement yesterday saying, quote, President Donald J. Trump and Senator J.D. Vance are the most unifying and competitive ticket in political history. Donald J. Trump's record of success as a businessman and as a president who made America wealthy, safe, strong, and great again, coupled with J.D. Vance's inspirational biography, military service, and dedication to America's working families will appeal to voters of all backgrounds across the country. Anna?
All right, Alina Shirazi there in Washington, D.C. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.